there.
Nice seeing you.
Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. Our first product on Product Search Live. By the way, Blue Shift Nutrition is coming up as well. I brought this to wash down my honey because we are talking about a new twist on honey directly from Colorado.
That's right.
So let me just share with you everything we're going to get, and then we're going to break this down because this is a phenomenal opportunity. You're going to get 5 jars of honey, which normally would be about $80. We're doing it for $49.99 with free shipping and handling. You're going to get elderberry, turmeric, reishi, lion's mane mushroom, and wildflower, which is your original raw honey. Nick, I have to tell you, I got so excited about this because you've actually put a new twist on Mother Nature. Let's talk a little bit about it.
That's right. You know, it's something that we're rediscovering. Humans have been using honey and botanicals and mushrooms for thousands of years to help fortify our body and maintain health. And so what we've done is we've combined these two wonderful things together in our Bee Shepherd line of honeys.
Okay, in our Bee Shepherd line of how many bees?
Oh, millions and millions.
Millions of bees, Frangiosa Farms. So let's kind of start from the beginning because many of us have heard of raw honey and we know how important it is to go to the source. We're talking about good for you ingredients. But my question has always been, does it taste good? So you're going to get all 5 of these today. They do ship for free. Normally this would be $80. It's just under $50. So now I'm thinking to myself, oh my goodness, I might want some for gifts. I for sure want more than one. That turmeric is fantastic. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. But at this price with our Product Search Live offering, go to productsearchlive.com and you can order yours. We can ship some to you. We can ship some to your recipient. Walk me through what I'm seeing here. This is part of Frangiosa Farms.
Yeah, this is me keeping our bees. You know, I always tell people if you want to know where your honey comes from, to get to know your beekeeper. This is our farm and some of our hives. In the summer, I'll keep upwards of 150 colonies.
Wow.
You're talking about millions and millions, probably 10 million bees.
You know, we always say know your source, know where your food comes from. You're doing something different by adding the reishi mushrooms and the lion's mane mushroom. First of all, selfishly, I'd like to taste it because it's just so delicious. But how did you come up with this idea? What was the why behind this?
Well, really, I wanted to get those healing qualities from the plants and the mushrooms into something that tastes good. So we're trying to find that balance between the earthy, holistic, tastes of mushrooms with the sweetness of honey. So they complement each other really, really well.
Well, we're going to get tasting. Let's go right down the line because this is one of those items that you think, man, I know it's good for me, but how does it taste as you're setting up your crudité, as you're setting up your cheese board? First and foremost, we're going to try, ooh, oh my word, this is the wildflower. So this is that really deep, rich, wild honey flavor that you would expect. And I have to tell you, I would totally double dip this spoon right now.
I might just let you do that.
I would totally double dip. So let's try lion's mane and then reishi, because when you start to think about the properties, let's talk a little bit about lion's mane.
So lion's mane, research shows it's great to help with brain and mental support, neurological support in the body. Instead
of just the high, that super sweet and that rich, there's a little bit of a subtlety to this lion's mane. I mean, you still have the sweet that comes through, but if you're wanting some depth, like getting a great aged cheese, that is it. Okay, so now let's try reishi.
Okay.
By the way, go ahead, if you're shopping with us for the first time, right up here in your top left is the product tab of what we're shopping for. That'll take you directly to the site. You can fill in your information, we'll ship it to you. This is a huge savings. Normally to get all of these, it would be about $80. We're at $49.95. Oh.
A little more earthy.
This is, and you know what, it's interesting, there is that little depth. So if you're saying to yourself, oh, I don't want too sweet, but I want a little bit of that honey, this is, I would eat this with a spoon. Put it in your tea, add it to your cheese. Oh, I'm already thinking like English muffins for breakfast.
Oh, it's great on cornbread, if you like cornbread.
I'm a Texas girl. Of course we like cornbread. Hey, go ahead and make a comment in the comment section. What are you thinking about adding this new twist? Now, turmeric's interesting to me. We always hear about turmeric, but sometimes you don't want to eat the straight turmeric. So now, oh, wow. Oh my goodness. So as you taste each one of these, the flavor profiles come really as a beautiful synergistic blend. And when you think about raw honey, sometimes I hear people say, oh, well, is it too sweet or do I want to just add a little bit? This is allowing you to add a little bit of depth and dimension, and it really creates a beautiful pairing with cheese or fruit, or like I say, a spoon at the end of the day.
It's a little more savory of the whole selection we have, so it kind of breaks it up with that turmeric.
If you like, if you're the one that kind of likes mixing the cheese popcorn with the caramel popcorn, that turmeric's probably for you.
I'm gonna try that.
Yes, please, a little sweet and salty. Now, elderberry has really come to the forefront, and you decided to add some elderberry to this cheese, or this honey as well.
Yeah, we're really playing on it's an immune
a little
booster.
brightness.
Yeah, if you're going into the flu season, cold season, a little booster for the immune system, we all could use that.
We could use that on some warm brie right now. Yes, we could. You know, Frangiosa Farms has been doing that. You've been doing this for about 15 years. So this is something that you've cultivated out of a labor of love, protecting those bees, really getting back to perfecting Mother Nature, if you will. When you receive this, you will get 5 jars. Normally it's $80. Tonight it's $49.99, and you get free shipping and handling. I start to think to myself, okay, hostess gifts, holidays. You know that immunity is so important in wellness season as a year-round sporting event. My mother-in-law loves elderberry. Who is it that you would love to gift this to? Maybe you keep a couple of yourself, you gift some. For me, I'm thinking, okay, definitely add 2 to cart, 1 to keep, 1 to share. Whether you divide them up as hostess gifts and bring them, you never can come empty-handed.
These are the most unique honeys you're gonna find out there with the most unique combinations.
Well, and knowing that it comes straight from Colorado, knowing your source, I really love this idea. When you start to also think about how you integrate honey into your everyday, some of us just take a teaspoon of it, but you can put it in your tea. It's always great for if you've got the itchy scratchies in your throat. I'm not your doctor, but I am your encourager of holistic opportunities. You know, but I do love the idea of getting together and setting up a cheese board and bringing the different flavor profiles to life. Would you walk us through one more time, you know, some of the benefits that we're going to find in the lion's mane and the reishi and the turmeric, if you don't mind?
You know, the basic wildflower is great for seasonal allergies. You know, in Colorado, we have the same plants that grow in Colorado as you do here on the East Coast. So everyone can benefit from helping to desensitize themselves with seasonal allergies. Lion's mane, great for the brain, nervous system support.
Perfect.
The reishi is another great immune booster. It's something that, you know, it's a real all-around tonic for the body.
Right.
Turmeric, everybody knows.
We
powerful,
know turmeric.
Anti-inflammatory. There's a lot of great research out there that it talks about how good turmeric is for the body. And then the most berry-forward flavor of our honeys, which is the elderberry, that one is just a real powerful immune booster again.
You know, if you could do something good for you and it tastes good at the same time, that's what we're talking about. Nick, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It was
Thank
wonderful.
you.
And thank you for letting me taste test. Go ahead and add this one to your cart, because again, we can't just dial up Mother Nature and add more. We have to harvest each one of these, and we've got them for a great value. Nick, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Blue Shift is coming up, and of course, I've got my bottle. Can you imagine traveling all of your nutrients and supplements and electrolytes? Oh my! And that's coming your way. We've got another item coming your way.
I was like, whoa. As a lactation specialist, I'm always telling people to ward off plugged ducts.
I don't necessarily have to sit there and start trying to like push, like, is there anything else? Because I actually feel that my milk has emptied.
It does get a lot of milk out of me.
To find that this bra was actually functional and served a really great, helpful purpose was very exciting.
The massage is very like comforting and nurturing to you as a mother. And I really love that. They're thinking about the mother.
It's one of those feelings where it's like, I feel like I'm finally getting the help that I need. And it makes me feel so like super mom.
Ooh, excuse me, I'm still hydrating. My Blue Shift is coming up. Thank you for letting me grab a little sip of my Blue Shift. I mean, as nursing moms, you definitely need hydration. As busy moms, and we're going to be talking about that in a minute, I I want you to meet Jordan Fink. Jordan,
the camera. Look
we're
at the
becoming
camera.
fast friends. If we can talk about our ladies in a national forum, we're going to become fast friends.
True.
But I have to say, when I first heard about this massage bra, the Lilu massage bra, I was overjoyed because I know the struggle I had nursing 3 children. So I want to go back for a minute. Maybe you're not in the need for a nursing bra. If you are, who do you know that might need one, who's a young mom or about to get pregnant? I went and got my hair done today. 3 of the girls were pregnant and I thought, oh geez, do I need to back out slowly? Is this contagious? So this is a massaging nursing bra, and we've kind of taken it all apart for you can see. This is a whole new methodology because it used to be if you were nursing, you had to do self-massage, which was either embarrassing, uncomfortable, painful, etc. Talk to me a little bit about Lilu.
And you could only do one. This one does
At a
both.
time, right?
So this one does both at the same time. And it's a very gentle massage. You can also, the controller and the technology inside of it also allows you to do either low or high pressure, so you can customize it.
Right. I'm going to stand close to you so that we can hear both of us and talk to both of us at the same time. So just we're going to act like we're super close, and we're still talking about tatas. But you know, here's the deal. We're now demystifying a conversation that used to be taboo. And let's be clear, for women that want to nurse our children. You know, we've heard about the loss of formulas.
And formula,
supplies.
supply, and this helps both situations. It really does create more milk in less time.
Okay.
And that's important. Time is important. Having both your hands is important.
Hands-free, for sure, hands-free.
So this works with most pumps, and you're able to just slide them right in there. It's highly adjustable.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna hold this up for just a minute. What you're actually getting is the massage bra. These 2 pockets allow you to take your the lactation express milks right inside so that you can express milk right there. Now, I'm going to flip it around for just a minute because it is highly adjustable. It has a nice wide strap for support, but there's also some discretion. And as you see inside, this is where the magic happens so that you can run the massager. Now, I want you to see, we've taken one out, and thank you guys, this is a beautiful, beautiful shot. What is hidden inside what looks like a sports bra is the actual, the mechanics and the massager itself. So walk me through how this works.
So this massager, which you're able to charge, it's the same USB as a cell phone charger. It will last a whole day of pumping. And like you said, it does go into a sports bra. So even though this technology is in there, it's super comfortable. And right here, you're able to turn it on and adjust it to whatever you need.
Okay, we're gonna back up for just a minute because this is one of those moments where you say, okay, exactly what is it? I'm gonna lay this here. If I was nursing, but believe you me, we are closed for business. My kids didn't miss a meal, but we're closed for business today. You put this on. You already have these from your breast pump,
from your breast
okay?
pump.
You simply insert them here so that you can express the milk. You know, if you've been in that moment where you get nervous and it's painful or your ducts start to get clogged, it's frustrating, it's embarrassing, and you just want to be able to provide that nourishment for your children. And when you think about that, this is a way for you to create that bond, provide that beautiful golden milk for your children, but also provide yourself a little dignity along the way.
Absolutely.
And not have to always do that self-massage because it's painful.
Yes, and it's the technology that works. It's the first of its kind, so it really is something that will save money and time for moms in the future.
Okay, so let's start with saving time because, you know, we're not going to stand here and massage ourselves with both hands because you usually have 1 or 2 children tugging and you're trying to get the milk out. When your milk lets down, you want to have all of that milk, but by providing equal massage on both breasts, you're able to really bring that beautiful milk forward. You're able to nourish your child. You're saving time. You're saving money because you're not buying formula.
Right.
But here's the other thing. Maybe your partner is also helping feed the child or a caregiver while you're at work. Now your child gets to have that beautiful nutrients, the fat, the goodness, all of the nutrients that they need with something simple. Now, again, this is what's inside that bra. And as you can see, it's a it's inflating so that it massages the breasts evenly on both sides. And all you have to do is wear this sports bra and it does the work for you. Now, normally this is over $100, like in the $120 range. Where are we tonight?
$97.
$97. It ships for free. If you have somebody in your life that's getting married, if there's the baby shower, maybe they don't even know this, and I get it, it may not be for you, but this is something that is changing the way. I'm not going to throw it on the table, I promise, not today. We're not throwing it on the table. We'll wait until Chris Gronkowski gets here, and then we're going to throw some things. But, you know, if you are saying to yourself, how can I support a new mom? The kids, they have plenty of clothes. They don't need any baby clothes. They got baby clothes until they're in kindergarten. But this is such a great way to gift a mom the freedom of time, the dignity, and the ability to have that bonding with their child.
And to keep using their hands free. So.
Absolutely.
Plus, when you put it on, it feels like a tight hug, and that's how it's supposed to feel, so it's super supportive.
You know, it's easy. It can go underneath your clothes. For me, working in the broadcast industry, trying to find a private place to pump that wasn't in front of a whole bunch of audience, even my children when I was at home, was difficult. This allows you to get that breast massage while pumping and still getting all of that great milk in an easy to use format. You know how to put on a sports bra, so now you can get one with benefits.
Right. And it's only $97.
Well,
so.
That's a big deal. You know, I start to think about how much each canister of formula is and think about the formula shortage that we've had recently. This truly is one of those opportunities to gift a mom the ability to connect with her child, to provide that. Doesn't it feel good to provide good nourishment and know that that baby is getting the best that they can get? This truly is an innovative. I've never seen anything like this before.
It's the first one. So.
I love it. I absolutely love it. When you think about something like this, it is super easy. All the instructions are there. I love reading the reviews. It feels like a love letter. Pump more milk in less time. It also keeps left and right even.
Right.
You know, if you've ever, again, we're
lopsided.
Oversharing. Oh, please, I got one dried up like a raisin, the other one can feed the entire neighborhood breakfast cereal. It's not just me. So when you start to think about that, that's a problem for many women. So now you get to spread that evenly and really get a great relationship for you and your child.
Yeah, absolutely. And it comes in 4 sizes because, as we know, during that time, bodies change. So it's very adjustable and customizable to how you want it to feel.
Well, if this is something you're interested in, right up here in the top left, go ahead into the product tab. I know there's somebody that you know that's either pregnant or is a new mom or is about to get married that you're thinking, this is set up for success. Jordan, thank you.
Thank you.
Listen, we don't get to talk tatas with enough people. Now we're besties for the rest of our life. All right, we've got more coming your way. Blue Shift Nutrition. You want to talk about hydration and nutrients for everybody in your family? That's what we've got coming up next. And don't forget, Greg Prestigord is going to be here with some amazing artwork. Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
You know, as you start to look at...
Hi, I'm Pete Groverman. I'm here with Chris Gronkowski doing a, what do you call that?
That's a muscle chug.
A muscle chug. All right,
That's how
Chris.
you do it.
You have this ice shaker. Tell me about this ice shaker.
Man, so 6 years now. 6 years ago, I was at the gym, had a plastic shaker bottle, sweating, take a sip of it, it smells awful. At that point, I'm like, man, I gotta make an insulated bottle that could actually mix and blend protein powder. So that's
Here we go.
Ice shaker was born.
Well, I can show you something I did. Now, I was in an auction a couple years ago, and I bought a Nazi officer's ring in auction. This was like a war token that some American soldier brought back, and I bought this in auction. And I melted this thing down, live TV guys, to a Jewish star.
Man.
How wild is that? Now here's
script.
the crazy part. Here's the crazy part. It was marked, the ring was marked 100% sterling silver. When we melted this thing down, 70% sterling silver, 30% aluminum. Who knew? Nazis lied, you know?
Man.
Pretty wild.
Hey, that actually brings up a good point. There's a lot of companies out there that aren't that transparent either. But with us, we third-party test all of our materials. It's going to be 100% stainless steel.
All right. And like this ice shaker here, where did the name come from?
The name, that's a good question. So when I first started, we didn't have a way to mix or blend the powder, so I was throwing ice in there, shaking it up with the ice, and that's where the name came from.
Yeah, it's got that sound too, you know what I'm saying?
That was it, man. That's how the ice shake was born, so just wanted to name it something that would actually relate to the product.
Okay. Now, how many years did you play football?
So 3 seasons, 3 different teams. We're in Philly right now. I was a Cowboys player, so I've been getting a little heat over here.
I should have done my diligence. I don't stand alone.
I know, but I did eat a cheesesteak today, so
okay,
it's all good.
Do you remember the name of the store you got your cheesesteak from?
No, but you do.
D'Alessandro's, the best.
Out.
Yeah, come on. There's not a better cheesesteak than D'Alessandro's.
I agree.
You think if I say their name one more time, I can get like cheesesteaks for life or something?
At least $100 gift card.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. All right,
check it out. Ice Shaker. Coming up soon.
Yeah, all right.
Oh my goodness, Paul Gisholt is joining me. Okay, we got to get a high five right to begin.
That's great.
I've been stalking Paul. So, Paul Gisholt, I've been
easy.
stalking you. I have to go ahead and admit it. I'm not embarrassed to say. But we started hearing about this show, and immediately
Chris.
I thought, oh my goodness, I've been waiting for something. You're reading my mind. Paul Gisholt is the founder of Blue Shift Nutrition. So I want to share with you what we're getting today because it is a lot. So as we look at it, you're going to get 3 packages. You're going to get the Immune Ultra, the Pre-Probiotic, and your Skin Defense Plus. When I talk about what is it, I'm going to have you look right over here for just a minute. These are individual pods, and each of these pods are pre-portioned to give you the exact clinically researched science of nutraceuticals. They taste delicious. We'll talk about it. You're also going to get a variety pack. Now, what I can tell you, because we love to give you a good deal at Product Search Live, is normally this would be about $110. We're going to do all of it for $64. And wait for it. Are you ready? Did you even know we were going to do this? If you add the bottle to your order, so add the order of the nutraceuticals and the bottle and write free Blue Shift, we're going to send you the shaker bottle absolutely free, which, by the way, the bottom can hold 3 pods. So now you're getting your hydration, you're getting your nutrients, your immunity, your prebiotics, your probiotics, however you want to do it, and it tastes delicious.
Yeah, no, that's...
Okay, like seriously, my voice is jumping octaves. So Paul, let's kind of go back to the beginning because I think for me, as a woman in my 50s, I have this pile of pills. It's not that I totally hate taking them.
Yeah.
I kind of resent it. So
It just doesn't make you feel like you're having a healthy moment. It makes you feel like, oh, I'm kind of like
like
unwell.
I have to take
yeah,
these.
this is not
I'm
fun.
not sick. I
Yeah.
don't want medicine.
Right.
So you went to the team and said, let's create something delicious while also giving the best ingredients.
Yeah, no, that's the beauty. I had a moment in my life right around when I turned 50, and I lost a couple of friends to heart attacks. I got super serious about my health, nutrition.
Right.
A doctor put me on a bunch of supplements to be very proactive, but it didn't make me feel all healthy and proactive.
Right.
It made me feel like, I'm pulling out supplements at lunch and people are like, are you okay?
Right.
And it's just not a nice way to take the product.
So I want to share something with you. You get all 3 of these. So this is there are 14 servings in each one of these. I want to start through there, and then we're going to show the bottle. The bottle comes in lots of different colors. All you have to do is put the code free Blue Shift in. But let's start right here with Immune Ultra.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but we've had this thing across the globe
I've heard
over
of
the
it.
last 3 years.
Yeah, I
We're-
noticed.
Yeah, you noticed?
Yeah.
We're all worried about immunity. And as I look at my 3 children, I almost feel like they're getting sicker more often. What is in Immune Ultra and what is it that we need?
Yeah, so this is one of the, I think it's the most comprehensively formulated immune product out there.
Okay.
We really benefit from the fact that we're in a drink format because drinks, you can put like 10 times the active ingredients as with a pill.
Let's say that. You
Yeah.
can put 10 times the actives
You've
than
got
a pill?
Yeah, you've got a lot more room. Pills are a
Wow.
compromise. You can get some little nutrients like a melatonin in a pill, but when
Okay.
it comes to these modern nutritional ingredients where you're benefiting from phytonutrients, so your elderberry, your astragalus, all the herbs, berries, mushrooms, all these types of things, they're too big and bulky to put in pills.
Okay, is this one the Immune Ultra? It was the first one in
Yep,
the thing.
that is.
Okay, so
Yeah,
let's just
let's
pour it
give it-
because I want you to see what it looks like. I think the interesting part is, I'd like to pour you a glass too,
Oh,
Paul.
thank you.
The interesting part is it's not chalky. It's like a juice. It's got the viscosity of a juice, and this is the Immune Ultra. Oh, cheers. Ooh.
Isn't that nice?
love that.
Yeah.
That's super refreshing. And
Yes.
now I'm not thinking, oh, I'm taking pills, or oh, I have to get 10 more ounces of water in,
Yeah.
I've got a
No,
refreshing, delicious
the whole
juice.
the whole concept is for many drinkable nutritional products, they kill it with sweetness. It's syrupy and it's overpowering and it's not an adult palate. In this case, we let some of these herbals kind of show through, and you can taste these flavor notes, and it's really complicated, like a mocktail.
So it is like a mocktail. You can mix them up. You're seeing turmeric, you're seeing lemon, you're seeing these beautiful flavor profiles. You also saw all of those beautiful bottles. So when you use the code FREEBLUESHIFT, we're going to pour a little pre and probiotic right now, and you can sample that one. Yep. This is the way that you get to know. I don't know if you're a little bit like me, but I do a little bit, a little good. A lot does a lot of good, which does not work for vitamins all the time. Each pod, in fact, I want to open a pod. Each pod contains the exact amount to get the clinically researched amount of goodness for each one. You have different flavor profiles. You're getting all of these, plus you're getting the variety pack. And if you add the bottle to your cart, you also can add the code FREEBLUESHIFT and get a free bottle. This would be well over $110. It's $64 today. I'm now thinking I need one for me, I need one for my kids, I need one for my significant others. This is a great way to stock up on a price that is unheard of. Now,
Yeah, so you're getting basically 50 beverages for $64.
right,
So it's like
plus the
yeah,
container.
and the yeah.
So will you
exactly.
show us the inside of a pod, please?
Absolutely. So these pods are very easy to open, and they nest nicely together in the bottom of the bottle, so you
Right
can
here?
see how they go together. Yeah.
Yes.
And in fact, if you look at yours, it's got 3 different pods in, so it's kind of a nice, elegant presentation. You just peel it out here. If you can shoot the pod here. Whoops. Okay. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
So you just take it and peel off the top. It opens up kind of like a stick pack, and then I'm just gonna drop it into this
Beautiful.
thing, and it's nice powdery, and it
So in addition
blends well.
to the Immune Ultra, you get pre and probiotic, which we know how important our gut health is, and then the Skin Defense Plus you're going to get the variety pack. And when you add your bottle, and we're asking you to add that separately so that you get to choose your color, use the code FREEBLUESHIFT. You are getting over a 40% discount here, and when you think about that, I also love that you're getting almost a guarantee. Right. You don't have to guess about what's the right amount or what's the right serving, because you've curated the best ingredients,
exactly,
the best bioavailability, and these are clinically researched.
Exactly. I'll point out Immune Ultra, the product we were talking about. We have both Epicor and Wellimmune. These are 2 of the most researched immune boosting ingredients. 20 clinical research studies between them.
You know what? They taste delicious.
Well, fantastic.
I've never been able to say, have you ever said to yourself, I love taking vitamins, they taste delicious. No, they do not. And you choke. And then you have to decide, should I eat them with food or without food? And, what time of day?
Yeah.
This is something you can add to your water bottle. We know how important it is to get hydrated. These will ship out to you. You get the Immune Ultra, the pre and probiotic, and the Skin Defense, plus the sample pack. Make sure you add your bottle and the code for FREEBLUESHIFT. This is well over 40%, Paul.
Yeah. So
big win on this one.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay, one last sip to go. Okay, Paul, I'm going to see you in just a minute. As we walk over, we're going to talk to Dr. K in just a moment, but I want you to see some of this beautiful artwork. Greg is going to be with us in just a minute, and he's going to be finishing out some of the artwork. All of these pieces, well, actually, some of them are going to be available live. You can see them on the bottom here so that you can see which artwork is available. This gorgeous, gorgeous piece in the back, Nicole's going to talk to us about that in just a few minutes while Greg is working on it, and we are going to be able to offer the opportunity to auction that one off with some of the proceeds going to the relief fund for Ukraine. 96% of the people, guess what's happening with 96% of the people right now? 96% of the people are watching their very first live shopping experience. I'm so glad you're joining us. Drop a comment below. Let us know what you're interested in. Dr. K. Hello, sir.
Good to see you.
It is so good to see you. So, Dr. K, we were chatting earlier. So many of us have worked with our eyes, and we do the drops. And you've said, okay, as a doctor of ophthalmology, let's work from the inside out and approach eye health in a totally new way. And quite frankly, I'd never heard of this before. So let's talk a little bit about what you're bringing us. This is a set of 3 supplements, but why is it important to approach eye health from the inside?
It's so important. I mean, I've seen over 10,000 patients as a practicing ophthalmologist. Everyone's taking eye drops. Everyone's on the screen for 10 hours a day. They have dry eyes. Their eyes are dry, itchy, scratchy, burning, everything. And the drops just don't work. It's like putting a Band-Aid on it rather than getting to the root of the problem from the inside out.
So I want to show these for you, and I'm just going to pull them forward because you're going to get a box, and there are 3 bottles of the vitamins, if you will, right inside. And I love the name, vitamins. As we look at them, this is what they look like. They look like little gummy pills so that you can see. And oh, by the way, got the little guy in there, so we'll put that back. But I wanted you to see what they look like because this is something small and easy as a supplement that has very big benefits. So let's kind of go back from the beginning. You have quite a few different versions of this. If you go to Product Search Live, you can see a couple of different offerings, but this one specifically is for dry eyes.
So many people suffer from dry eyes. This is our #1 seller, and it's really rich in sea buckthorn seed and fruit oil. It's this incredible berry that comes from the Himalayas. It's been around for centuries as a health and beauty secret. It's the highest concentration of omega-7 in the plant or animal kingdom.
That's amazing.
It's an incredible anti-inflammatory effect. You can see it's carefully sourced from the Himalayas. We have good relationships with all the farmers there. It's sustainably sourced and manufactured, triple tested for purity. But the thing is, we've had over 10,000 customers that have had raving reviews. They've tried everything for dry eye drops, creams, ointments, even prescription drops, and this is the only thing that's worked for them.
Okay, Dr. Kulkarni, I look at something like this and I hear neuro-ophthalmologist. You've dedicated your life and passion to our eyes. You know, the eyes are the window to your soul. Think about how much you would miss if you did not have that eye health. What is it that you want to see your grandkids smile about? What is that new event or art gallery or a symphony that you want to take it all in with all of your senses? As a neuro-ophthalmologist, how many times have you said to someone, I wish you'd started earlier with care for your eyes?
Every day. I mean, people come to see me when it's too late, and I feel like we take care of every part of our body, our hair, our skin, our nails, even our eyelashes.
True.
But we forget about our eye health.
Yeah.
And because no one's really presented it to them in a good way that they can understand.
So here's a couple questions for you. This is a set of 3. By the way, this is normally $150 plus shipping, blah, blah, blah. I think we're at $135 today with free shipping and handling. I'm in my 50s. Is it too late to get started? What is the right age? Will I feel and experience benefits?
That's actually when most people get started. Right around the age 50 is when all our mucous membranes kind of go dry. And that's the beautiful thing about this product. It's not just eye health. It moisturizes your skin, your hair, your nails.
Wow.
And even for women, feminine dryness around that age is a huge issue. And we've seen great results, side effects, so to speak, where people are having benefits in other parts of their bodies, even though it's dedicated to the eyes.
So we come with a set of 3. Are you saying that it takes a certain amount of time to get to see and feel results, or talk to me about that?
Yeah, good question. So we found through clinical studies that a loading dose is really important. So we recommend a loading dose of...
So hold please. In non-doctor English, what is a loading dose?
That basically means you take 6 pills a day for 10 days.
Oh, okay.
To start.
Okay.
And that's why we recommend the 3-pack starter kit.
You know, I think about seasonal allergies or times when my eyes get really dry. Is this something that you recommend that we take every day, or do we take it seasonally? Talk to me a little bit about how we see and feel those benefits. Are they cumulative?
Yeah, we recommend taking it every day because there's seasonal allergies, but there's all types of environmental factors throughout the year that make dry eye worse. So we find with our customers when they stop taking it, then they realize how much benefit it was actually giving them as their eyes start to get dry again.
All right, so I need to give a quick shout out. Beth, thank you for joining us on Instagram. We also just got a live question. Dr. K, can someone in their 80s take this?
Yes, absolutely.
Is there an age, like too young or too old, or is this good for everybody?
It's good for everyone. It's a very safe, natural supplement. It's vegan, non-GMO, works for any age.
You know, I want to talk about the sourcing of ingredients. I think that we've all learned that where our ingredients come from is so important. So let's talk a little bit about some of the actives in here and where we're sourcing ingredients.
Yeah, we have a very special source in the Himalayas. It's sea buckthorn seed and fruit oil. It grows in the Himalayas. It's been grown for centuries there. It's a very high altitude and a very harsh environment. So that fortifies the berry, and it's packed with over 200 bioactive nutrients. Because it has to sustain the weather and the conditions there, it's an incredibly strong nutrient. And I'm surprised that more people don't know about it. It's really amazing.
Well, I am so grateful that you're bringing this to our attention, because as I watch this, I'm thinking, wow, I wish I'd known this in my 30s or my 40s, so that some of the issues I'm having with my eyes now might have been prevented. Who is it that you know that's always got those itchy, dry eyes? Who is it that you know that's always reaching for the tissue? This could be a great way to start your journey on eye health, something that most of us, I'll go ahead and admit it out loud, I never really thought about anything except for running to the counter to get the things that make my eyes wider. This is really about starting from the inside and supporting our eye health.
It's about taking care of your eye health. It's about fixing your eye health from the inside out rather than putting a Band-Aid on it. And it's about getting started early before it's too late.
Well, this is a neat opportunity. Normally this would be $150 plus your shipping and handling and all of that. You're gonna get 3 bottles. So this is gonna allow you to load up at the beginning, get yourself on eye health. And quite frankly, if you already know you need something like this, I would highly recommend, with that savings, you're just under $135 and free shipping and handling, maybe pick up 2. We want you to be happy. We want you to be able to experience all that. But I'm willing to bet you've got more than one person in your family. So each person could get set up on their own. You know, again, as a neuro-ophthalmologist, you've been working with eyes for years. I've never seen anything, any product that approaches eye health like this.
That's why I started. I got frustrated in my own practice because my patients were not happy with the products out there. Right. So I just had to create my own.
Well, this is such an amazing opportunity. Again, I'm going to show you what these look like, because these are very small, easy. They're kind of a gelatin soft capsule. So when you get started, let's go back to the beginning for just a minute if you're just now tuning in. As you get started, you're saying to load up at the beginning to give your body almost a super dosage of these ingredients to get started.
Exactly, and the instructions will be on the bottle, but it's 6 pills a day for 10 days, and that's really to get the mucous membranes regenerating. After that, you can go to a maintenance dose.
It's like jump-starting your car. We're jump-starting those mucous membranes. You get 3 bottles of this. So this should give you a good long time to really experience those benefits. And that's what we're excited about. Dr. Kay said, Albany, if nothing else, get started. And then the side benefits are amazing, because as we age, sometimes our body is not a team player. Dr. Kay, this is amazing. You're going to get 3 bottles in this box. If you want to take advantage of that savings, for sure, pick up another box. Dr. Kay, thank you so much. It was great seeing you today.
Good to see you.
All right, we are just getting started. We're going to head downstairs. Peter, you never know what he's up to down there, but he's talking to our inventors and entrepreneurs, and he's got a great story to tell. Peter, what? Oh, oh my word! Did Peter just do an outfit change? Did we do a wardrobe change?
Oh yeah!
That's right.
Yeah. I'm here live with Laura, the chief noisemaker from Riot Energy. I had no energy. I took that sip. Here we go.
That's right.
What do you got to say for yourself here?
Well, our name is Riot Energy for a reason, so we're challenging the industry. There's not been an energy drink in the market like we offer. Everyone knows it's a human truth. You know your energy drink's unhealthy, but
it's really
we give
good.
You the same experience, same energy, better ingredients.
Too. You can taste the juice.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah, we're sweetened with real stuff.
Well, where did the name Riot come from?
So we're challenging the industry. That's the whole thing about Riot Energy is people are underserved. They've been having a ton of sugar filled with harmful chemicals, and we're just, honestly, all of our ingredients grow under the sun.
Okay.
They're all better ingredients for you. We sweeten it with real fruit, and you get the same exact amount of energy you would from all the leading brands in the industry.
Man, I love the packaging. Who designed the packaging?
So we're a family business, and my husband did all the branding.
This is live TV.
Oh, look at that!
Tag on this thing. This is my dad's Dead Man's jacket, but it's awesome.
Yeah, right.
All right, go on. What were you saying? Where the packaging come from?
Yeah. So my husband, my business partner in crime, he developed the whole brand. So everything you see from our product, our branding comes from him.
And then how do you is it caffeine? Caffeine, yeah.
Yeah, but it's light and refreshing. See, you don't get all of that sugar, so no syrupy heaviness. And you don't get any aftertaste. We don't use any stevia or monk fruit or anything that people kind of don't like.
Well, I feel good.
Yeah.
You ready to go?
I'm ready. We're ready to riot,
Go
right?
live?
Yeah, let's do it. We're going live.
You want to go riot?
Yeah.
Riot!
All right, let's do it.
Oh my goodness, you never know what Peter's going to be up to, right?
Peter's having a riot.
Peter is having a riot. I hope you're having a riot. I hope you're having some fun. Little fun fact, right now, the Northeast is winning as we did the attendance check-in. So if you're on the West Coast or in the South, you better send us a few notes and comments because we want to hear what you're loving. Better For You Media is our parent company and are all about health and wellness brands. And Chris Gronkowski is with me today. Hi, buddy.
How's it going?
Good to see you. We're actually here today, but we're Texans that transported ourselves here. So we're celebrating the Texas love.
We are. I mean, I'm from Buffalo, New York, so shout out to everyone in the Northeast.
There you go. So let's talk a little bit about what you're bringing us because I have to tell you, I also stalked you on Shark Tank. And I have had such a good time watching the evolution of Ice Shaker. So if you've ever had one of these situations in your life,
brought that up here?
which by the way is loud, and if you've ever had to clean out the one that your son left in the locker for a week that smells like old protein powder or coffee, you would rather just throw it out than even get near it. So
agree.
you've come up with a whole new way to approach hydration, nutrition, protein shakes, etc. What's the Ice Shaker?
Yeah, so I used to have one of those
One
before,
of these.
and I had all those same issues that you said. They would leak, it'd smell awful, they would absorb that odor. So if you left that protein shake in there, it absolutely
bad.
reeked, but you couldn't get that smell out.
No.
So I took all the things that I hated about a shaker bottle and I fixed them.
Love it.
I made a kitchen grade stainless steel shaker bottle.
Go ahead.
So it's not gonna hold the odor. You could easily just rinse it out with water. We made it insulated, so it's actually gonna keep your drink cold, third-party tested for over 30 hours. We added a handle on it. It's the worst when you don't have a handle and you're just trying to carry it and you're dropping it all over the place and you drop it and it leaks. So we got an easy to hold handle on it. And then what's really cool, when you open it up, is you're gonna see this patented twist-in agitator. So that annoying ball that you were just shaking earlier, that's completely gone with the Ice Shaker. This is gonna break up those powders.
Well, break up the powders, but if you're like me and you love a tea or something with ice water, this is what we're talking about. Here's your handle. It keeps your liquid cold for up to 24 hours. This is huge. And by the way, that vacuum insulation is key. Not all vacuum tumblers and shaker bottles are the same. This is 18-8 stainless steel. It's kitchen grade. This twist-off agitator means not only is your protein powder going to get fully dissolved, you no longer have chunks of ice coming back in your face either, which is huge. And I love the chug lid. So lots of options. Now, speaking of options, Chris brought colors. Oh yeah, so now you're thinking one for you, one for each of the kids, one for a gift. These are normally like $35. We're doing them for $29.95. And just so you know, after your order gets to $75, it's free shipping and handling. Now, we have a ton of colors. We couldn't even fit them all here. Chris, walk us through the names of these colors, please.
Yeah, so we have just the OD green right there. We got orange. We call this the red to black ombre right here.
P.S. and I love you. Think of your favorite team, by the way.
Absolutely.
And then we've got this gorgeous color.
We got a mint. I'm holding what we call a summer escape in my hand.
Nice.
We have a red, and then we have plenty more. We even have a licensed camo bottle that's licensed with the U.S. Army. That's on the website now.
You guys do a lot of work with military. I noticed that on your website. Look at all of these options. You know, I look at this and think it's already boxed. In my world, I call this bow and go ready for gifts. Because now you're thinking about all of your graduations. You're gonna have a summer beach party. Each person gets their own color so that you're not double dipping, if you will, with your drink. But the great news is whether you're poolside with a cocktail or mocktail, or you're doing your protein powders or your electrolytes, the nutrition drinks that we just drank, you're keeping them cold, but no longer. Boy, that's an awful sound, and you can't get them clean. Look at these colors. I love the Americana.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the top sellers right there. And then one of the features that we haven't hit on yet is this silicone base.
The silicone base. So when we come back, let's talk a little bit about that because I think that's really important for a couple of reasons. When you start to look at a shaker bottle, it's important to keep it cold. It's important to have the insulation for a solid amount of time, and that vacuum insulation does it. Kitchen grade stainless steel means that you can wash it by hand. The odors are gone. The residue is gone. But that agitator is golden. Gone are the days when the ice chunks hit you in the face, or you've got clumps of dry protein powder, or quite frankly, your drink doesn't taste good because the mix isn't right. But you did think of something that makes a lot of us happy, which is the silicone base. So now you don't have to worry about clanking on the table, but also creating sweat rings on the table because of the silicone base. That's genius.
Correct. Well, the bottle won't sweat because it is that vacuum insulation, so it's no condensation is going to come to the outside of the bottle, but it's not going to chip either. So when you use your favorite bottle all day, every day, eventually it starts to chip, and that's not going to happen with our bottles.
So I have to say something, and I'm going to step back just slightly because we're getting some good comments. And Joe, clearly you're a Texas boy like me. I'm a Texas girl. The Cowboys fan is like, oh yeah, let me see my Cowboys colors.
Okay, okay. Absolutely.
You know, my son is heading off to college. My oldest daughter, she lives locally. She loves anything Philly. You know, we're all kind of waiting to see which college he picks so we know which color to get him. Today, while you're getting that $5 off, pick up multiple colors. We've got colors that match your sports team. We've got colors to match your alma mater, your high school. Here is your green, your orange, the black and red combo. Here is the, are we calling it mint?
Call it mint.
Mint. There is a purple, but you also have the sunset, which I feel like needs an umbrella drink kind of concoction. Look at that red. When you spend $75, you get free shipping and handling on these. But the big news is you want to be able to see what makes these different. And the magic, Chris, happens inside. So walk me through this. I'm going to hold this agitator right here for a minute, but it actually comes off, right?
Absolutely. So it's going to twist right off. Our cups are dishwasher safe, which is a nice key factor right there as well. What's one other thing that we haven't really shown off yet is there's actually measurement markings inside of these cups. So you know exactly how much you're drinking. You know exactly how much to mix.
Show you. Let me find
there
those markings. Just
Where is
a
it?
second.
There we go. Oh.
There they are. So now you don't have to have a measuring cup. All the markings are already inside the cup. So Terry, not Chris. Terry says, loving the silicone base because he doesn't have to worry about denting up glasses.
Exactly.
I mean, these are great features on something that you think, oh my gosh, are they all the same? One of the things I appreciate is this works well with most of your cup holders.
Absolutely. It's going to fit into all standard size cup holders. Right. Another cool thing, Terry, you might like this. I mean, you could always leave the top off and just use it for your favorite drinks. Yeah, chug.
Well, you know, when you start to think about it, it's very innovative. The handle allows you to add a carabiner, attach it to your bag if you want to. It's easy to fill. It's easy to clean because it's got that separate agitator. Joe says it makes great margaritas, and I feel like me and Joe should be friends.
It does float in the pool.
It floats in the pool.
Floats in the pool.
Oh my word, so now we know. I have to tell you, most of the time, these are around $35. We're doing them for $29.99 today. Great way to grab multiples. When you hit $75 on your order, it's free shipping and handling. But when you say float in the pool, you've got kids, you've got 4, I've got 3. They all have friends. They all come over. I love the idea of picking up multiples so each person has their own glass. They can refill their own glass. Nobody has to worry about drinking after each other, but it just makes it easier, and you're no longer having to play housemaid. Everybody can kind of serve themselves. They've got a nice portion all day long.
Absolutely. And I guess 2 other things we haven't hit on yet is all of our stuff is third-party tested. There's a lot of companies that aren't transparent. We're third-party testing all of our materials so you know it's BPA-free. You know it's a kitchen-grade stainless steel.
Sure.
You know that when we're claiming that it holds ice for over 30 hours, that's third-party tested, and it's going to hold ice for over 30 hours.
Think about that. Holding ice for more than 30 hours. Cheers to you. It has been so much fun watching you since Shark Tank and seeing this exploding. I can't wait to see where you go next, Chris.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. So still available is that honey. So if you saw the start of the show, we sure have some of that left. Frangiosa Farms has been with us, and this is a set of 5. Normally, this set of 5 would be $80. We're doing it for $49.99 today, and you get the 2 different mushrooms. You get elderberry, you get the raw honey, you get the turmeric, and guess what? you get delicious ingredients that are good for you. At this price, it's almost half price. So if you can, I'd put a couple in your cart because these are great for hostess gifts. You're gonna wanna share a few, and when you have savings like this, it is a big deal. Artwork is still happening, but Peter isn't the only one that gets to party. We're gonna do a little bit of riot. Hello, Laura, how are you?
I'm great. I have one question for you.
Okay, let me hear it.
Are you ready to riot?
I'm ready to riot. She doesn't know me well enough to ask that because I'm ready. I'm always ready.
Awesome. We're ready for you.
You know, Better For You Media has been bringing products that are wellness-based and health-based. And with Product Search Live, we really wanted to get together and create opportunities for you to experience new products you may not have seen before. Riot Energy is passionate about serving the public in a health industry and with a natural way. So we're going to talk about this. You're going to get a set of 10.
No, 12.
12,
Yep.
excuse me, a set of 12.
Variety pack.
And it is a variety pack. It's $35.99. It's all about better ingredients, better energy, better taste. And one thing we're not having to talk about is sugar.
That's right.
So let's kind of go through some of the flavors. Let's talk about your story, because in the past, if you've heard energy drink, as a mom, I'm thinking, oh no, it's sugar water.
Yeah.
But that's not the case here today.
No, not at all. Our name is Riot Energy because we are changing the industry and what is actually inside the can.
Love it.
I brought this little sample today because if you drink energy drinks, which I know a lot of you do, it's a human truth. You don't feel that great about the ingredients in the can. So this is a resemblance of 60 grams of sugar.
Is that how much is in
60 grams
a normal?
it can be in an energy drink that has sugar in it. So we replace that all with real fruit to flavor our product. And so really we're delivering the same amount of energy you would get in a traditional brand, but all from ingredients that are grown under the sun from nature.
Okay, that sounds amazing. When you get your set, I want to run through some of the flavors. You have Berry Riot here, Cherry Watermelon Riot, Mango Riot, Strawberry Lemonade Riot, and Citrus Riot. One of the things we like to do at Product Search Live is not just create Riot and Ruckus. We like to give you the opportunity to experience products that you may not have in your area. We can ship these to you. I think the big question that comes for me is A, the sugar, which thank you for answering, but B, how does it taste and do I crash? How does a fruit-based or plant-based energy drink affect me differently?
You bet. Great question. So let's start with the energy side of things.
Okay.
We are powered by plant-based caffeine and a substance called L-theanine. It's an amino acid, comes from green tea. They bind together to get into your bloodstream, and they give you a steady, calm energy without any jitters and no crash. 2 to 3 hours.
You are speaking my language without jitters. Now, Hillary is watching. Hillary, thank you so much for asking all of your questions about what's in it and what kind of sweeteners are we using. We are using I say we as if I helped. I did not help.
Hey,
but Laura did.
She's
using plant-based sweeteners. How does it taste?
It's light, clean, and refreshing. So it tastes more like a soda than it does a traditional energy drink. I think there are two major things to know. Here, we're gonna crack this guy open.
Let's crack a couple open, but you know, I don't have my glasses with me. Let me just say this. We're getting some questions about calories and carbs. 40 calories in this. And as I go down to carbs, help me see.
Yeah, so just to shortcut it for everyone, we're under 40 calories in every beverage that we offer.
Love it.
Some are as low as 15 to 20.
Oh, wow.
And so what we're doing is staying a low-calorie beverage, which the industry classifies as below 40 calories.
This is delicious. I feel a little bit of a fizz. Michael is saying he loves the mango. Is that right? Michael loves the mango.
Yeah, right here.
I love that you're playing along with this. This is an interactive show. We want to hear what you're asking. I feel like sometimes in the health and wellness industry, we get these empty promises and broken dreams because we know the label says it does something good, but we get it home and either tastes bad or it's not the right flavor. This is so refreshing.
Yeah.
And you know, my test is always, will my teenagers drink it? But I'm here to say, I think this is a win.
It's a win. It does taste more like a soda. Like, it doesn't have that syrupy finish because we don't use a bunch of sugar.
Right.
And it doesn't have a chemical aftertaste.
It doesn't.
With all the potentially harmful ingredients that traditionally the big beverage industry is using. But I think, Albany, one thing that's super important.
Let me hear it.
Is that as people become healthier, they're trying healthier products, and these products have set some bad taste experiences.
Right.
So we do not use or overload our product with stevia or monk fruit or any artificial sweetener that gives you kind of that bad aftertaste or that chemical taste. You guys all know what I'm talking about.
I do.
So this is fresh. It uses the real flavor of fruit to flavor the beverage.
So speaking of flavors, we're getting some questions, and thank you again for playing along with this about can you pick your flavors. Tonight, we're going to do a variety pack. If you go to Product Search Live, you're going to see even more product. Go to productsearchlive.com. We'll show them to you. In your assortment, you're going to get Berry Riot, Cherry Watermelon Riot, Mango Riot, which apparently some of you are loving, Strawberry Lemonade Riot, and Citrus Riot. It's about better ingredients. It's about better energy. It's about better taste. I want to talk a little bit about energy and how you're supplying your energy, because I think we've all been to that point where we're running and holding our eyelids open for that next coffee.
Yep.
And then we crash. Or if you're drinking one of those sugar beverages, I mean, I want to hold that up again. Some of the leading energy drinks on the market have so much sugar, which kind of trains your brain like an opioid, but that's why you're crashing, because it's so much sugar. Where is this energy coming from?
So it's a combination of three things.
Okay.
It's all natural energy, which I think is important because there are people who might not participate in the energy drink category because the ingredients are so bad. We've taken that away as a barrier so you can try our beverage. And then others may still be on caffeine from coffee and using their coffee as an afternoon kind of pick me up and go, but they're looking for an alternative. So we still use natural energy. The energy is all derived from green tea. And so you get 160 milligrams of caffeine, 100 of the L-theanine that takes away the jitter and gives you mental focus.
Well, that's what I was going to ask, but
B12.
no jitters.
No jitters because of the L-theanine, which is a very differentiated aspect of our product. There are very few energy drinks out there leveraging L-theanine, which is a natural energizer that comes from green tea. The combination of caffeine and L-theanine is really important for that steady, calm energy. Plus, you get all that B12 as well. So there's really just all the power of nature captured in a can.
It's the perfect energy cocktail powered by plants. You know, when you start to think about how can I get through my day? As women, we're wives, we're mothers, we're sisters, we're friends. Sometimes we're Uber drivers to the kids and short order cooks. This is one of those things that if you're saying to yourself, I need to give myself just a little more oomph, or there's somebody in your family, I think about my teenagers. You know, this is something, I'd rather them run to this than to a soda when you're talking about a plant-based, better ingredient energy drink. I want to share the flavors one more time if you don't mind, because you're getting a full pack. The 12-pack variety pack is $35.99. We will ship it directly to you. It's Berry Riot, Cherry Watermelon Riot, Mango Riot, Strawberry Lemonade, and Citrus. We do have all the flavors. Check productsearchlive.com if you want to find even more information from Riot Energy. But right now, while we have these and we can ship these out, I know in my area, I can't find these. So it is so great, and that's why we're doing this tonight, so we can have an interactive live conversation about some of the best health and wellness brands out there.
Awesome. Yeah, we want everyone to riot with us, so please become a part of our tribe. We are the cleanest energy drink in the market. We dare you to compare us to anyone else, and it's a better taste experience at the same time.
I love it. Laura, thank you so much for sharing your
Thanks
story.
for riding with me.
All day, every day. I'm happy to do it. Hey, we've got more coming your way. We're going to run downstairs. Peter's got boo-boo feelings because he thought Laura was just going to riot with him, and now Laura's rioting with me. So we got to help Peter out. We're going to go downstairs and see what he's got going on.
Here we go, guys.
Peter's got an outfit change again. Of course he does. Of course he does.
Close that door, Eric, when you get a chance to.
Okay, here we go, guys. And action.
All right, we are here with Joni, Chief Snacktivist from Snacktivist. Is that a fair intro?
That was perfect.
Okay, now here's my question for you. How are you going to go ahead and make whatever you made in there, make the whole place smell that good and not share with everyone?
Yeah, that was kind of a sick trick, I admit it.
Not
so next time I'll make sure to bring a waffle in for you to have.
All right, well, what is Snacktivist?
Well, Snacktivist is a food brand. It's a consumer-facing food brand that really has the goal to not only just make great food that people love, but make it healthier for us and our bodies, but better for the planet too.
Well, you talk about sick tricks that you did on everyone here. You want to see another sick trick?
Yeah.
This is Tutor Zed. Come on up here, Tutor Zed. He's the SAT tutor on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
And you got a what do you teach on TikTok?
So I teach general like math tips and tricks, and I just tutor kids for the SAT and ACT and other math tests.
Okay, what's your handle on TikTok?
It's at Tutor Zed.
Okay,
so,
and
yeah.
what kind of sick trick you got for us today for Joni here?
So I have a really cool problem I brought up. It's about percents. So, and it works for every single percent you use. So like here, we have a question asking for 14% of 50. But the trick,
you want to ask what 14% of 50 is?
14% of 50. Do you guys know what 14% of 50 is?
Go ahead, tell me.
Well, I have an easy way for you guys to solve it. So, you can instead actually flip the percent. So for any percent problem, you can flip them. And here, it becomes 50% of 40, or 14. And that's like a lot easier to solve, right? Because 50% is just half of 14. And our answer is 7. There we go.
Amazing.
Wow, Tutor Zed, everybody. All right, well, let's talk about this for a second here, about the go live with Albany Urban. Are you excited?
I am really excited. She's amazing.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
How could you not be excited to be on stage with her?
All right. What else you got to tell us? Anything fun?
Well, we're just all about making eating fun, like it always is, but then not having any guilt after you're done, because you don't have to feel like you ate something bad for you, but you still enjoyed it and you like sacrificed nothing.
Joni, how many years have you been doing this?
Well, we just got started in 2015, but it was very slow.
Just got started 8 years ago.
Yes, but full-time nursing, 3 little kids, didn't move real fast, but we're on track 2019 and forward, and we're rocking it.
Let's go upstairs.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, seriously, raise your hand if you were thinking, that little guy was adorable. Okay, who's my daughter, my granddaughter, my niece? I'm gonna introduce him around. All right, I'm Albany Urban, and you are watching Product Search Live. This is an interactive opportunity, the first of its kind, where we're discovering inventors and entrepreneurs. And if you find something along the way of your journey and you want to purchase it, we've got amazing pricing, free shipping and handling, lots of great fun things, and a surprise coming at the end. As we shop together, there's a tag right up here in your top left, and you can click on that item. It'll take you directly to the purchase page, the cart. So if you want to order that item and get it home, along the bottom of your screen, depending upon which device you're watching on, is everything in the show. And most of our inventors and entrepreneurs have other things on our website. So we want you to be able to play, shop along, participate with us, because it's really about having a conversation. Have you ever been shopping or looking for a new wellness item and you thought, I wonder if it really works? Or I wonder if somebody has thought about the need that I have? You know, our next item, you may not be a new mom, you may not be a breastfeeding mom, you may not be a new bride, but I bet you know someone that is. Amberly Venti is with us. Hello, lady. Hi. I mean, seriously, where were you when I was having babies 25 years ago? Amberly is the inventor and co-founder of Pippy Sips, and this is truly one of those moments that if you're not breastfeeding, I hope you take the time to listen to her story and hear how she's changing the way that women are able to provide nourishment for their babies. And this is part of Maya.
Yes.
So let's walk through our options real quick. Just so you know, Maya is the item we're ordering. You can choose the rose gold or the lily green. Rose gold is already going crazy. If you love rose gold, I'm hearing from my producers that we're now already super limited. I'd like for you to start at the top. Now that I've said what they are, if you want to order, right up here in your top left is your product tab. But before we get too distracted, because now I know that rose gold is really running out the door, let's start from the beginning of Pippy Sips and what Maya is.
Okay, so Maya is a storing, cooling, and monitoring system for breast milk, so moms don't have to worry about finding a fridge at work or using a bulky cooler. You know, when you're at work and trying to pump, it's already hard enough, and then trying to store your milk in that fridge.
Public fridge where everybody can see your beeswax? No, thank you.
Yeah.
So you said 3 things: storing, cooling, which maybe you've had a storage container. Maybe you've had a fridge, or you lugged around the ice chest, which is not fun. But monitoring, there's a third element in this puzzle. So I want to talk about that in just a minute. But you know, one of the things I see is it's sleek, It's elegant. It gives me my dignity back, and no longer does everybody in the work cooler need to know my beeswax.
Exactly, exactly.
So when you talk about storing and cooling, how are we going about doing that, and what are we seeing here?
Okay, so you can see one of our users here that's wearing one of the wearable pumps. So she's just pumped, and now she needs to store and cool her milk. So she simply has to pour it into the bottle that holds about 11 ounces of milk.
And that comes with it, right?
Yep, the bottle, it's a BPA-free bottle. So she pours her milk in there, easy peasy. And then she's gonna put the thermo lid on top, and then she just puts it all together, and then it's compact, and it will keep her breast milk 59 degrees Fahrenheit or cooler for 16 plus hours.
Okay, that's amazing.
And if she's worried about the temperature, she simply has to shake the unit or double tap, and it will reveal the temperature, as you can see there.
Oh my word. I'm going to show that one more time because the temperature was upside down on that one.
Oh.
But when you start to look at that, I want you to think, let me just double tap it. There we go. 49. I want you to think about the peace of mind. As a young mom, you're worried about getting it all right. And those little humans don't come with instruction manuals.
No.
So to be able to know and have the peace of mind that the breast milk is going to be at the right cooling temperature, that you can double check it to make sure that you're giving that healthy nutrition to your baby each and every time. Now, this comes with it.
Yes.
But I want to also show the inside, so the cooling mechanism, if you don't mind. So,
of course.
By the way, look at that. That is cold. Did you put that in the freezer?
We did. So you just put it in the freezer overnight, and then when you're packing for your pumping day in the morning, you simply drop it in. Then you put your BPA-free bottle in there.
Oh, this one, sorry.
There you go.
There we go.
And then you seal it.
And that's got your monitor on it, and then you seal it like this. So I have to tell you, if I did not know that this Maya Pippy Sips was holding breast milk, I would have thought that that was either soup or a cup of coffee. Yep. So now you've got your privacy and your dignity, and it works well with your existing breast pumps.
Yes. So here we have the standard mouth pump that it goes right on.
Right.
Or we also have an adapter for the wide mouth pump. There's an adapter attached here.
Okay.
And then you pump as you normally would. And last but not least,
there's a surprise inside.
There might be a surprise.
Oh my goodness.
You might also be wearing a wearable, which many of our users are doing at this point, and you simply have to pour it in.
Okay, that's all right. We're not going to cry over spilt milk here today, Amberly. We're going to be good. You know, this is one of those products that is specific. I get it. I'm not of the age that I'm breastfeeding anymore. If I'd had this years and years ago, it would have saved me so much time and energy and embarrassment and frustration. You know, think about trying to get out the door with 3 small humans in tow and making sure we have snacks and diapers and wipes and all of the stuff. And then you think, oh no, now I need to pump. Where am I going to put the milk? How am I going to store it safely? I don't have a fridge in my car. And then how do I know when it's time to use it that it is safe? You've taken away all of the guesswork for us.
Yep, that was the point, and we really hope that it gives ease to moms so they can go to work, they can hike, they can surf, they can go to all-day concerts, they can do all the things they did pre-baby and live their best life.
These are normally about $125, is that right?
Yes.
So today we're doing them for $100. So it's a $25 savings plus free shipping and handling. So now when you start to add it up, this is another one of those items. I want you to stop and think, who do I know that's newly married? Who's a young mom? Who's pregnant? I was telling this story, I was in the salon today, and three of the stylists were pregnant. And I thought, oh, I gotta back up quietly and quickly because this might be contagious. But you know, when we look at breast milk, it's one of those topics that we haven't always talked about openly in the past. But all of a sudden, over the last couple of years of crazy in this country and in this world, you find about formula shortages. You find more women that are wanting to go back to Mother Nature's milk and really provide that nourishment. I love the fact that we have a smart container. Let me ask you this. Do you have a smart watch? What about a smartphone? Many of us even have a smart TV. Now you have smart storage for your infant's nutrition. doesn't it feel good to know that you're able to supply that breast milk and know that it's healthy and the right temperature each and every time? Plus, that's liquid gold. I mean, I remember being out in public and having to dispose of milk that went bad, and that's awful. So now you get to grab that milk, you get to store it and care it and take care of it in an easy way.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my goodness. So Charlie says this would make a great gift, and Charlie, I agree. I want you to think about that. Who in your family is of childbearing age? Who is it that's about to have a baby and is pregnant? They may not even know about this. This is when you say, okay, not on the registry, but I know you're gonna love it. This is one of those gifts that is going to give throughout all of that early childhood, because it is the gift of storage. It's the gift of peace of mind, knowing that you can tap the top and get an instant update as to whether that milk has been properly stored and is safe to feed to your children.
Yes. It's a great gift for mom. You know, a lot of the time we don't think about moms. We think about the baby that's coming, which is so much fun, but also the mom really needs a gift. So if you want to give mom a gift, this is a really great gift.
Definitely peace of mind. Your choices are rose gold, which is going quickly, and with that $25 savings and free shipping and handling, I know. Then here is your lily green. Now, in the story of breast milk, we still have some of the Lilu massagers available. Right up here is the top left. You can see that product in detail. On the bottom part of your screen is everything in the show. Miss Amberly, you are awesome. I am so grateful you brought this out. And I have to say, thank you on behalf of women everywhere for making a little bit easier and giving us our dignity back.
Thank you so much, Albany.
That's the Lilu massager you see there. It does come in multiple sizes, and it will simultaneously massage both breasts at the same time so that you have that milk let down and you get to really take advantage of Mother Nature's milk. You know, as we're walking through, we're gonna have some artists, some fine art coming your way in a few minutes. We're also gonna have the finish from Greg coming up. We're gonna talk about some of those pieces, and this is one of those opportunities to really take a close look. I have to say, look at this piece. You know, for me, I wasn't raised getting to go into fine art galleries my whole life. Alex is going to join us in a few minutes and talking about these. But if you've ever thought, man, I'd love to have this finishing touch, a little piece, we've got artwork that is phenomenal. And I hope you get a chance just to take it in, to hear from Alex, to hear from Greg, to hear from Nicole, and understand what these artists do and how they can bring your space to life. For me, I love the symphony. I love a piano concerto. So this takes me to a moment. It takes me to a memory. This is coming up in just a little bit. As you look through the show, along the bottom of your screen is a picture of all of the artworks we have. This particular one is called Piano Man. So Alex is going to join us. Alex, curator, art director, knowledge abounding. I sat and listened to him and I thought I could start to take notes, but I would run out of paper. I am so grateful you're here tonight.
Thanks for having me.
So as a member of the art world, I know that you give us insight into pieces and where they came from and the significance. So I hope you could share a little bit about the Piano Man here.
Sure. So this piece is one of a kind. It's an oil painting on canvas. It is created by a local Philadelphia artist named Gregory Presticord.
Okay.
The quality of it is that it's got a lot of texture to it, and also it represents in the direct focal point a man playing a 1929 vintage Steinway.
Oh, yes. I mean, as soon as you say that, 1929, vintage Steinway, my mind has gone to a place. It is evoking a feeling, and I know if I was to be quiet, I could hear that piano. You know, Gregory Presticord is going to be up with us in a little bit, but a world-renowned artist, to have one of his pieces here, and I know you can't see it from where you are, but maybe you can see the highs and the lows and the texture. Talk to me a little bit about the medium we're working with, because you could almost feel, I'm not going to touch it, I promise I'm not going to, but you can see and feel all the highs and lows. This is not a two-dimensional piece.
No.
This is three-dimensional.
Correct. Yeah, so one of Greg's styles is that he creates, it's called impasto, and it's a building up of layers. It's a thickness. And so oil paint has this great quality where it can dry over time, and if you build it up with a certain amount of thickness, then you can get these amazing gestural marks.
Okay, I am a layperson. I look at this piece and I almost feel like Alice in Wonderland. I could jump into it and become a part of it because it does have that three-dimensionality. I can hear the sounds of the piano. I look at something like this and I would want to put it in my sunroom, maybe my office, because I need a little bit of peace of mind and like a little bit of, where can a piece like this fit into our home?
Sure, that's a great question. If you're somebody who appreciates creative expression or music or entertaining guests,
sure,
then it could exist in a living room, in a bedroom, in a library if you have it.
It evokes an emotion.
Yeah.
I am transported to a place when I take this piece in. Where is it in your home that you want to transport yourself to? What is it, the mood? You know, sometimes you hear about people using essential oils or fragrances to set the tone in their household. What sets the tone in your space? What is it that you want your space to feel? Gregory Presticourt has been doing this for years and is a world-renowned artist. I mean, truly world-renowned. To have one of these pieces is amazing. I believe I heard you correctly. This is one of a kind.
Correct.
So what would something like this be as an investment?
Sure. So with that in mind, I also, whenever I'm buying work, I always buy work that I like,
Sure.
I love.
Right.
You can take it as an investment, but if you appreciate it for the artist's quality and it makes sense to you from an emotional standpoint, then you should buy it.
Right.
This piece is $8,000, and on today's show, it's $6,700.
Wow. So I get it. It's an investment at $6,700. We've got lots of different payment options if this one has stolen your heart. But even if it's not something that you're taking home today, I wanted you to experience it. I wanted you to see the nuances because we at Product Search Live want to give you access to entrepreneurs and inventors and artists that are sparking imagination, that are bringing that joy and allowing you access to things that maybe you haven't seen before. I can remember, you know, in my early 20s thinking, oh, I'm not good enough to go into that store. Oh, I can't go to the third floor of the department store. We want you to be able to see and ask the questions and experience it. Greg Presticourt is going to be here at the end of the show talking about another one of his pieces. Alex, to be able to get a piece like this home is truly a dream. It's absolutely beautiful. You work with artwork like this all the time. I'm not going to put you on the spot. I know you said normally it's $8,000. It's at $6,700 today. I'm also not a fortune teller, but I can tell you, as I did my research on Mr. Presticourt, some of the pieces that he had early in his career are now worth double and triple and quadruple. So I'm not asking you to be, you know, a fortune teller, but traditionally when you invest in modern art, that's a wise thing to do.
It's a great question. Traditionally, artwork is valued based off of what other pieces have sold, what kind of auction records do they have. We at Stretch Gallery, we focus on artists who consistently create, have a consistent style. And so I have never met another artist like Greg. He's always working. He's always painting. It's remarkable.
Can I add one thing?
Sure.
He's humble. He was such an authentic soul, and he was so humble, and he sat and chatted with me like, oh, it's no big deal, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I really want your autograph, and oh my gosh, can you believe but he was such an amazing, authentic soul and was able to bring life experiences, slices of life together in a phenomenal way. Now, Alex, while I have you, you know I'm not going to let you go. I have a few more pieces I want to talk about. Greg's going to join us at the end of the show. And actually, Nicole, one of the curators, is going to join us as well. We're going to go to something a little bit more whimsical, a little bit, what I'll say nostalgic. I grew up on, I'm a lot older than you, but I grew up on Fred Flintstone, and I remember watching Hanna-Barbera and really, I mean, that was my Saturday morning cartoons. So we're going to a completely different genre. Will you walk me through this one?
Of course. Yeah, so this piece is called Pebbles F. It's created by a local art group called Studio F.
Okay.
Which is multiple different artists who work together.
Okay.
And produce pieces together. So this piece is interesting because it uses an original seri cell is what they're called. It's an original cell that the Hanna-Barbera studios used for production.
Okay.
So the way animation works is it's slide, slide, slide really fast.
Yes, yes, yes. And then that makes it into an animation.
Correct.
Okay, so this is the seri cell here underneath.
Correct.
Okay.
So the Sericel is underneath, and it's actually a limited edition that hasn't been sold for the past 22 years, I believe.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
And so the artists have created a layering system with acrylic on top, and then if you see, there's oil paint and acrylic in the artist's traditional style.
I see that. So now you're getting a combination, a fusion of artists, a fusion of styles. This one is called Pebbles F.
Correct.
So if you're interested in this one, I also love the size and scale. Maybe you're trying to find something a little whimsical, something a little nostalgic, something retro. This is one that can come home to you. In the top left of your screen, you're going to see a product tab. You can click on that tab. It can take you to the checkout page. What are we offering this one at tonight?
Sure. So we're offering this one tonight at $18,000.
So clearly, this is an investment. This is one of those pieces that you think, okay, I want to add an addition to my collection. This is something that is so unique. It is a fusion of artists, and it is of the size and scale that it could go in most places in your home. I get it. It's a very thoughtful purchase. I'm thinking to myself, okay, I've got kids going to college, but yet I really want to start an art collection, and I've got, all of these things. This is an investment in your love and appreciation for art. It's an investment in artists and creativity. This may be an opportunity for you to also learn something. I think that so many times we don't have access to hear from the artist or to hear from an art director or a curator and really understand. You started with a blank canvas that came from an animation from Hanna-Barbera.
Right. And that's what's so beautiful is that, artwork serves as a portal.
Yes.
To tell stories. And so if you buy a piece of art and you're able to learn the story behind it, it just creates this beautiful illustration.
And the detail, so the Studio F came in and did all of the overlay work. That detail is so unique. So that's the current artist from Studio F that fused with the Hanna-Barbera Sericel. So when you start to look at like this, can you identify different artists from Studio F by distinct characteristics?
There's some information that I cannot share.
Okay,
because Studio F is a little bit elusive.
Oh.
It's a collaboration by multiple different artists.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and so sometimes they don't tell who was involved in what project.
Note to self, at the after party, let's ply Alex with a margarita or two and find out a little bit more. I have to say, all kidding aside, there's a mystique and there's a mystery. And when you get a piece like this home and you get to tell that story, that's part of the experience. This is called Pebbles F. And if you would like to have it, click on the top left corner of your screen. That's where your product tab is. Productsearchlive.com is where all of our products live. We've got great nutraceuticals today. We've had the ice shaker come in. We've had Riot Energy. We've got even more headed your way. But before we do that, I have to grab a hold of Alex for a couple of more items. In fact, the next grouping is really interesting because the artist, as sometimes happens, became even more renowned after he was no longer with us.
Yes, of course.
So let's walk through our next two pieces, if you don't mind, and tell me a little bit about the differences and about the artwork itself. I do need to make one quick, clarification. These come to you as the picture and the vinyl on their own, so that you can frame them yourself. If you want to have them framed exactly like this, Alex can get in touch with you. We can talk to you about how we do that. But Alex, let's start with the one closest to you and walk me through what we're seeing here.
So what these are limited edition presses of one of Basquiat's first and most prolific pieces.
Okay.
So Jean-Michel Basquiat was a very prominent artist in the late 70s and 80s. He started his rise when he was 18 or 19 years old, and he unfortunately met his demise. He died when he was 27. He was very young.
Wow.
Yeah, very young.
So can you imagine at 18 or 19 already producing works that people are looking for? On these two particular pieces, and I'm so sorry, I'm kind of standing in front of one. Walk me through what we're seeing and what the medium is here, please.
So this is it's a limited edition print. And so what that means is that there's only ever going to be a certain amount of them created.
Okay.
So when Basquiat was 19 years old, he was living in Manhattan in a really crumbled apartment.
Okay.
And he was surrounded by musicians. He was always in love with music and jazz and inspired by them. And so he started to create a kind of a street graffiti style. And eventually he was asked by somebody to create the album cover for their band. It was a little known band called the Offs out of San Francisco.
Okay.
And in 1984, he produced a drawing for the album cover. And I believe he was paid about $350 to do the work.
And by the way, I'm going to interrupt just a second. I apologize, Alan, but the image you saw on the screen just a moment ago of him laying his head down, that's actually the back of the album cover. So we just wanted you to be able to see that. All right, so go ahead. He got paid $350.
Yeah, so Basquiat was paid, a small commission for doing the work. But eventually that piece, the original he drew, sold at Sotheby's for $110 million.
Whoa, let's back that up. He was paid $350, like
Correct.
1, 2, 3 and a half.
Yeah.
And it sold for how much?
$110 million.
Million.
Correct.
Wow. This is kind of what we were talking about before. If you look at art, we can't guarantee you that anything's going to rise. We can't guarantee certain things. But as you look at the history of it and you hear the story and people celebrate the artists and their stories, so much is about the story and where they came from and why they chose those mediums. What a really unique opportunity. So let's talk a little bit about how what these are being offered as today. And I ask that you remind us how they'll come shipped.
Of course. This is the 25th anniversary edition, limited to 500 presses.
Oh.
And this is the 35th anniversary edition, limited to 500 presses.
So 25th anniversary is more of the fuchsia color. 35th anniversary is the teal peacock color.
Correct.
Okay.
And so right now there's only 30 of these remaining, so they're $2,400.
There's only 30
There's
each?
only 30.
Wow. So again, if you are a lover of music, who is it that really celebrates music? And now you're celebrating the arts. This could be a really neat piece, but I love the conversation. This is better than any cocktail table book that you've ever seen. And then to be able to celebrate that youthful expression. So many times, you hear about kids and they're up to no good, or they're not contributing, or those are lazy. You've got a kid here in his young teens, 18, 19 years old, that created works of art that are now celebrated, sold for hundreds of millions of dollars, and you're getting limited edition pieces.
Correct. And Basquiat was very influential. I mean, he ran with Warhol, with Cy Twombly. He was with a lot of really prolific artists that have cemented their name into history.
Wow.
And
go ahead.
This piece on the right-hand side is the 35th anniversary edition. There's 70 of those out of 500.
Wow.
So that today is 1,800.
Alex, I am so grateful to you. Thank you for spending a little bit of
so
time with us. Thank you for opening up our eyes to the world of art and the different mediums, and I look forward to seeing you a little bit later.
I wanted to mention briefly about the shipping.
Oh, yes.
If you do want to purchase this piece, then we will provide an email address and we will provide you with the dimensions that you need to give to a framer in order to get this exact presentation.
Love it. Alex, thank you so much.
So much.
I appreciate that. We've got lots of things, lots of variety coming your way. In fact, you may have heard of artists or activists. In a few minutes, we're going to have a snacktivist. But before that, Peter's downstairs. Peter, what do you got going on this time?
4 more minutes. And action.
All right, we are here. We got Phil and Todd here, the chief nutrition creators of Tatsu Tea. Now here's, guys, what is Tatsu Tea?
So the Tatsu Tea is fueled by matcha. It's balanced with electrolytes and vitamins and minerals to provide energy, hydration, and immunity sustained for a long period of time.
Okay, and what's go on?
Say on top of that, delicious. Not what you expect. Delicious.
Yeah, you said there's lychee in here. It's like my favorite flavor.
Yeah, it's naturally sweetened with lychee juice.
Okay.
Keeps it low in sugar.
And what is a tatsu?
Tatsu is actually a Japanese word for dragon.
Okay.
It also means strong, so it fits perfectly with our tea.
And you love dragons so much you got it tattooed on your body?
I do.
Do you want to show some?
I'm not ripping off the shirt right now. If I do the gun show, it's not going to be a good thing.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And you don't want to compete with this guy.
Not at all.
And what's your role in this whole operation?
Me? So I work on marketing. I am a user.
Okay.
So with jiu-jitsu, I drink this literally every single day, hour before my training.
Okay.
And
you're like the jiu-jitsu master, right? Can I
Been
say
doing
that?
it for about 35 years, yeah.
Black belt, the whole thing.
Black belt, and you know, like I said, I use it. I still train with the 20-year-olds, so I need a little kick, I need a little energy, and this is the natural way to do it.
And now you guys are just bringing this to market. This is like your first day out of the gate here.
Brand new in a can. Not
Okay,
even on a
all right.
shelf.
And any surprises from bringing a product to market? Like what popped the most here? That
Probably the cost of developing it. We have high quality ingredients. Matcha's expensive. Lychee juice concentrate's expensive. Quality ingredients are what makes Tatsu tea so awesome, and of course that adds up.
Well, I got a surprise for you to help you with those added costs. Let's bring in our special guest, Michael Crossy from Cozen. Michael, you got a quick announcement. We got, real quick, what do you got to tell everyone here in these brands about what Cozen has to offer for Product Search Live?
Yeah, well, I'm part of the Tatsu team, and we know how hard it can be and how expensive it can be to bring a product to market. We just want to be able to help as much as we can. So for any of the companies, any of the brands that are selected to be in Product Search Live, Cozen is going to give them $15,000 in free services just for whatever they need to help their brand get off the...
You're going to give all the brands in Product Search Live $15,000 in legal credit?
Yeah, I mean, the number one thing we want to do is see cool new brands get to market.
All right, well thanks, Cozen. Thanks, Tatsu. Guys,
All right.
let's go,
Thank
go
you.
Dragons
Let's go.
here. Going upstairs. Throw it up.
Oh my goodness, I want to introduce you to your new best friend, Joni Kidwell-Moore. How are you? I need a hug on this one.
For
Oh
sure.
my word. So I am allergic to gluten and dairy. Don't do so great with eggs. This is an opportunity to meet a snacktivist, if you will. You know, our Better For You Media, which is our parent company, is all about bringing wonderful health and wellness products. And today, they are also delicious. So I want to start from the very beginning. Thank you for being our snacktivist. We have a ton of options. We're featuring the pancake and waffle mix, which, by the way, people have been fighting over backstage because we were smelling them as you were cooking them. So you're going to get a set of 3, $29.99. It's about 20% off.
Well, it's actually $23.99 just for this through the end of the weekend. We're giving an extra steep discount to our viewers today.
Okay.
Because I figured if you're a mom like me, kids are in school, what are you going to do in the morning?
Well, and truth be told, I've been eating the brownies backstage in a world where, as a gluten-free person, I never thought I could have a bread or dough-based item that tasted delicious. So let's kind of back up. This is the one we're featuring. If you go to the website, we have all of these different ones. You're the CEO and chief activist, but truly it's about real food, real ingredients, and getting back to knowing what's in our food. So talk to me a little bit about how Snacktivist came about, and then specifically the pancake and waffle mix.
Well, it's a long story, so I'll shorten it. But like you, I come from a health sciences background, was a scientist and then was an RN, working long shifts at the bedside, ICU, ER, diabetic education, and had kids and myself had food allergies. So like so many parents nowadays, it's like you struggle. No one will invite you over for dinner because they don't know what to make.
That's right.
And then it's always a grind, like sending kids to school, activities, babysitters. What do you do? And that's how Snacktivist was born.
So I want to share a couple of things because, again, we've got smart watches, smart TVs, smartphones. This is smart food. It is smart nutrition. But one of the biggest things is how does it taste? So I'm going to just pull one out for a minute.
Yes, I made you one.
I know you did. I'm so excited. So I want to just show you this because the texture is right. As you pull it apart, you see the flakiness. I'm going to eat this thing. You know I'm going to eat it even though it's cold. When you're talking about something like a waffle or a pancake, this is what we grew up with as kids. For me, I call this fast food because I make little egg bites and I throw these together. These become the buns. My kids are out the door. I can put this in a baggie and eat them along the way.
You sure can.
Could you add protein powder to this if you wanted to?
You absolutely can. In fact, many of our customers do. And it was so popular that we then came out with our own plant-based protein version to make it even easier. But speaking of that smart simplicity, what was so important to me was everything had to be just add water and oil, or very simple, like ingredients deck. Because I'm always really disappointed when I buy something at the store,
and it's
then
complicated.
I get home and I have to have a refrigerator full of things to make it.
So here's what's interesting. As she's doing all the talking, I'm doing all the eating. Do you see? Without anything on it, this is delicious. I would eat it. And you start to think about not knowing where your ingredients come from. It's actually kind of scary. When you get these home, you get 3 of them. How many can I make with a packet?
Well, just one packet makes about 8 pancakes or waffles. And so what I do often at home is like I'll make the entire bag and then I just throw the other ones into the freezer because the kids come home from school, they just pop it in the toaster. It makes it super easy and they're actually just as good after they've been frozen.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I love. You told what you love. I'm going to tell you what I love, and then I want you to put in the comments and tell me what you love, because for me, I love the natural sweetness of throwing in just a few frozen blueberries or something like that, because this is grab and go.
Yeah.
This is fast food made real. Now, I know we're talking about the pancake and waffle mix, but I want you to say, hello falafel, hello focaccia, bread mix, the brownies. I'm not kidding. You will fight over these. And to get this price, it's
$23.99 for a
3-pack. For a 3-pack.
Yep.
If you've ever bought stuff at a Whole Foods nutritional kind of, grocery store and you've thrown it away because it was gross, this is not that.
No.
This is, I'm eating this plain and cold because it is that good, and you get 3 of them. The really nice part is you know what the ingredients are. If you're worried about gluten-free, if you want to be able to know where those ingredients are sourced, and you've had to give up some of your favorite, food and friends kind of go together.
Yes.
You get together and you serve something. Or if you're the one that had the child that couldn't do the cupcake at the birthday party, this is it.
This is it.
It's freedom. Seriously, you're finally getting to have food that your body loves.
And you get to have your cake and eat it too. You don't feel like you've missed out.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, and what I think at the end of the day, the most important thing is it's always like what we put in our food, not what we're leaving out, that makes it so great. So even though we're a free from brand, we're free from allergens, we're naturally vegan, we're still full of amazing flavor and fantastic farmer-connected, regenerative ingredients, which is another huge side of the story.
Huge side.
And you're going to be able to scan that little QR code, and here in a couple of months, it'll take you to the field where there's like Farmer Clint out there with his robots out there taking down the weeds to eliminate pesticides and herbicides from our food.
We are supporting farmers who are committed to taking out the pesticides and the herbicides.
Yes.
We're getting good food. I'm just going to show you this again, because if you've ever tried a gluten-free or an alternative product like this, they're usually like cardboard.
Yeah.
As you look
and
at
crumbly.
this, they're bouncy. It has texture. As I open it up, look at the flake. But what I can tell you, Sunday school truth right now, is this is delicious. I double dog dare you to try this with your kid. And here's something funny. I know we're not really supposed to be talking about this, so we're going to say it quietly and only once. There are chefs that are serving this and not telling their customers that they're gluten-free, and nobody knows. They are that good. Congratulations on that, by the way.
Yes, one of the best stories about chefs, just because we're going there, was we made waffles for a team of chefs at a very premium resort. And they're like, these were fantastic. Now, when are you going to bring out the gluten-free and vegan ones? And we're like,
yes.
You just had them.
You just had one. So as we're looking at some of our comments, I think it's Krista, but I don't have my glasses on, so forgive me, Krista. But Krista's like, I love waffles, but I haven't been able to eat them. Sister, I am right there with you, because here's the other one. So Krista, we're just gonna have a little moment. How many times have you been on vacation? Everybody wants to take a stop side of the road to run into a fast food or a gas station to get something to eat, and you can't.
Yeah,
this
you can't
is
eat any
your
of it.
new grab-and-go alternative.
Yes.
And I'm not kidding. Throw a little egg bite in between these two.
Yeah, or a little peanut
some
butter.
meat or peanut butter.
Yes.
This is your new best friend, and the texture is great. The taste is great. And this is just one. So this one's $23.99. You get 3 bags. So this is going to be a great start.
And we extended that discount actually to the 6-pack boxes, because we have so many customers that once they try it, they're hooked for life.
Right.
And so our team decided we wanted to extend that really deep 20% discount to our listeners and viewers today for the 6-packs as well.
If you don't mind, I want to share all of them. John and I have been, the reason you don't have a full plate here is because John and I love the brownies.
Okay.
So as you look at our website, it's productsearchlive.com. We've got the cookie mix, the pancake and waffle mix. Actually, I'll start down there where you are. So here's our falafel mix. We have a focaccia mix. Here is that brownie mix, the dark chocolate. Oh, I could just take this and eat it with a spoon. We've got a bread mix. This artisanal multigrain bread is going to change your life. Pick this up with our Frangiosa Farms honey, and I'm telling you, we're going to be super best friends. the pancake and waffle mix, you've got the ivory teff, and then you've also got the plant protein version. I like to add a little bit of my own protein to it, but again, you're gonna have so much fun working with these. And then of course the cookie mix. Joni, I gotta tell you, I could kiss you on the lips right now. This is some good stuff.
That's fantastic.
Oh my
Yeah,
word.
I'm so glad you're
Thank
enjoying
you
it.
So, I want to be a snacktivist too.
You are a
Can I
snacktivist
join?
already. You're part of the Snacktivist Nation.
I love it.
We're
Well-
kicking off the Snacktivist Nation for the first time
Love it.
tonight, officially. So you're our champion.
Are you going to be a snacktivist too? I cannot wait
Yeah.
for you to try this. And then you have to hit us up on social and let us know what you think. I mean, that's what this is all about. It's a participatory experience.
Yes.
This is the debut show of Product Search Live. You can go to productsearchlive.com. And if you need to wash it down, you've got Riot Energy. So we've got a great way for you to, again, have plant-powered energy. Got to tell you, you see this little thing right here? It's ice cold. Why? Because my ice shaker has kept my beverages ice cold. Chris Gronkowski was with us. We still have these, $29.99, so it's a $5 discount. If your orders get over $75, it's free shipping and handling, a lot of colors, and by the way, on the go, on the go. Did you need a beverage to put in your ice shaker? Oh, I have one. I have one. All right, we want to walk right on over here and talk a little bit about it. By the way, that insulated, vacuum insulated tumbler is 18.8 stainless steel. It's BPA free. Say goodbye to stinky smells or clumpy protein. It's got a twist off agitator. So now you get that perfect pour every single time. And you're going to have an opportunity to keep those beverages cold for up to 30 hours. I mean, that is a big deal. But getting rid of the smell and the stain and the, science experiment that goes on this sometimes, it's a good deal. Hello, Phil and Todd.
How are you?
How are you guys?
Good.
Are you having fun?
Having a great time.
It's been a great day.
Oh my gosh. So, I want to take a moment. We've talked about several different kinds of health and wellness things. Our parent company, Better For You Media, deals with a lot of health and wellness. But one of the things you guys do is incorporate a lifestyle. So I want to talk a little bit about your history, but also demystify some ingredients. That's what we're here to do, is have a very interactive things. We're talking about Tatsu tea today. So this is going to be $17. It's normally $17, or excuse me, $21.
21, yeah.
And your shipping and handling. It's a set for $17. Phil is with us today, Migla Reese.
Migla Reese, yes.
I love that. I've been practicing.
Yes, you got it
And then
right.
we've also got Todd Cooper, co-founders. You guys come from a jiu-jitsu background,
Correct.
and there's a tea ceremony involved. So maybe let's start with kind of the foundation for how this began.
So it's a very unique story, is that studying martial arts in Japan and the Japanese culture, we experienced the tea ceremony. And if you ever have a chance to experience this tea ceremony, it's pretty amazing.
Right.
And they use matcha as the tea base. So we fell in love with the results of what matcha provided. And then in traveling back and forth to Japan and Brazil and studying martial arts, we also realized that there was a need to increase performance and deal with jet lag as well. So that's how it came about.
So Phil, you're kind of the bundle of black belts of this. Both of you are in jiu-jitsu, but you've got one of the largest chains, if not the largest chains. When you decided, you guys came together as a nutritionist, as both studies of martial arts, but you're training super athletes. You're in this as an athlete yourself. Talk to me a little bit about how matcha not only kept you with the energy, but some focus.
Yeah, I mean, it's super important to have something as healthy as this in alignment with what we do, part one. And this is the type of product that I would trust to put in my own body and to champion for the people we train, NFL guys or NBA guys or celebrity. It's just,
I was gonna say, which by the way, I've seen the roster. You're doing just that.
Yeah.
You are training the super athletes. So I want to go back to the Tatsu tea for just a minute. I'm not a super athlete. I know I might look like an NBA player. But I'm a mom on the move. I've got kids, I've got work, I've got lots of things going on. Is this something that I could see benefits from?
I'll tell you, the majority of our users are probably in the same category.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very balanced sort of product.
So let's, can we open this one?
Sure.
I want to open it. I want to, go ahead. Phil, I see you're edging to say something.
Yeah,
I was
you gotta
gonna
taste
say,
it.
say
You have to
something.
taste
you
it.
have to taste it, number one, because if it didn't taste good,
We
nobody
wouldn't
would
drink it.
Yeah.
But what makes it so unique and special is that it's fueled with matcha.
Right.
And matcha provides a slow release of caffeine over 4 to 6 hours. No jitters, no buzz.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's only 52 milligrams of caffeine in Tatsu tea distributed over 4 to 6 hours.
Oh.
So the cool story about
Wow.
about matcha is it's what the
Yeah.
samurai drank before they went out to battle.
Okay, so I have to stop for just half a second because he's telling me this story and my tongue is going, this doesn't taste like matcha. This doesn't taste like the stuff I've tried to get down before. It's this light, it's light and refreshing. What is bringing the sweet note to it?
So it's a combination of the matcha, electrolytes, vitamins, and minerals, and it's naturally sweetened with lychee juice.
Ah, that's it.
Which is why you're getting the refreshing taste.
So it's interesting. This is not carbonated. This is not syrupy. This is a light, refreshing walk through the summer garden kind of a day. And I have to tell you, the color kind of threw me off because my brain was saying, this is going to be matcha tea. This is going to be matcha tea. This is so refreshing. And I'm looking at the can. It says 10 calories.
Yeah.
10 calories.
And only 2 grams of sugar, and the sugar is all natural from the lychee juice.
Wow.
And one of the reasons why it can't be carbonated is before teaching a jiu-jitsu lesson or being in a jiu-jitsu tournament or any martial art that we do, the carbonation.
Well, you don't want that. You don't want to be bloated. We don't
design.
even want to talk about these kind of private things on this forum. But yes, we don't want the carbonation. I have to tell you, we hear matcha, and I immediately think energy. But you guys have educated me to the focus and almost that even keeled. There's energy, there's immunity, there's hydration. As a nutritionist, how did you get all that into one can?
So it was for a demand. It was what was unique and what we needed. So we knew there was a need for whether it was jet lag, hangovers, performance on the mat, athletes, soccer moms, students.
Okay.
We wanted everything in one.
Let's take a commercial break again. We've talked about super athletes and collegiate athletes and prep. You just said jet lag and hangover.
So that's
help me go there.
So that's
Gotta
how
tell the story.
yeah. So
You
that's
gotta
how
tell this
so that's
story
how
straight.
it was originally Tatsu tea came about. Traveling back and forth to Japan, studying martial arts, we were always jet lagged. And if you ever been to Japan, you know they like to be good hosts. So hangovers came with that. So when we looked at the jet lag market, there was really not much out there. They said sip green tea, stay hydrated, and take vitamins and minerals. So that's how it really was born.
You know, I think in busy lifestyles today, and I'll just put it on myself, maybe you felt like I haven't really gotten hydrated, or you didn't know how to hydrate correctly because you were constantly running to the bathroom. It's adding that electrolytes in. It's adding that level of immunity, and this is the perfect blend. And because it's perfectly portioned, you don't even have to think, am I mixing anything? Am I getting the right amount? This is that nutrition that's going to keep you going, keep you even keeled, but also give you that energy without the drop off. We were talking about that. As you go in to compete, or as you're working with professional athletes, they don't have time for a dip.
No, not even close. I mean, what I refer to was like a clean caffeine that is steady. And then when you need the energy, you're able to burst. You're able to use it. You're able to control it.
We talk a lot about the energy, but we also need to talk about the immunity and the hydration. So talk to me a little bit about that, because I feel like so many times we don't even realize how we're lacking in hydration, and immunity has become such a big topic.
As a registered dietitian, I think everybody in this country is dehydrated, right?
Right.
So it's very important to be hydrated. Instead of drinking a gallon of water or carrying around jugs, which is also important, this provides a balanced electrolytes to be able to perform or to get through your day, whatever it is that you do. Along with, as we know, over the past 3 years, immunity has become a big, important thing. So it's actually 500 milligrams of vitamin C, 3 milligrams of zinc, which helps support that immune system.
You know, when you think about it, we do see people carrying around the jugs all the time. And I look at it and I think, wow, that was a great bicep workout, and you're going to be in the bathroom. But the electrolytes are the part that really help that hydration and get that body to the optimum level. I mean, our brain is 75% water.
And speaking of the brain, you mentioned focus and
Yes.
clarity. Matcha naturally has what they call L-theanine in it, which is a derivative of amino acid.
Yes.
And what that does is it just contains great clarity and focus. So part of the history of Tatsu tea is the monks used it to stay awake during meditation as well, and they were able to focus. And also the samurai, as we mentioned before, always drank matcha before battle because it gave them that long sustained energy and focus as well.
You know, as you're trying new things tonight, I double dog dare you to give this one a try. It's normally $21 for the 6-pack. It's $17. There's one of those amazing opportunities. I see you, KK. KK just ordered this for her husband's lunch. I'm also looking at this thinking, okay, wait a second. I'm trying to cut back on sugars. This doesn't get my sugar rush because it's not in there. It's natural. It's that lychee berry, and it's such a light, refreshing flavor. I want you to think of who needs the gift of sustainable energy, who needs the electrolytes and the immunity. I think we could all raise our hands to wanting that immunity, but this is such a delicious, surprisingly refreshing.
Yeah, it's really good.
I was shocked, and this is so yummy. You guys, thank you so much,
you so much for having
sharing
us.
your story.
And just remember, Tatsu means dragon. So we say, just try it, everyone be a dragon.
Does that come with a costume?
That's a whole different
guys.
show.
Thank you.
That's a whole different show. Hey, we still have our Frangiosa Farms. The honey is available. Normally that set of 5 would be $80. It's $49.95 today. Not only are you getting that wonderful locally sourced honey, but you've also got the extra ingredients. You've got turmeric, you've got elderberry, you've got lion's mane. It really is a fantastic opportunity and delicious. I cannot wait to hear how you're using your Frangiosa Farms honey. Okay, this has been fun. Drop a little heart or a high five emoji if you are loving this. We've been talking about so many health and wellness products. We also wanted to bring something that was a mind-body connection. Greg Presticourt is an artist. We've seen some of his pieces earlier today, but we also wanted to bring you a live look at one of the most gorgeous works of art. This one, if you are interested, you would need to register at Product Search Live. We can get in touch with you and talk to you about it. It's going to be an auction. 25% of the proceeds go to the relieffund.org to help Ukraine. So we're very, very excited about that. I believe Nicole is going to join us in just a minute, but I just have to walk up here for a minute. I'm 5'7". I want you to see how big this soldier piece is. I mean, this is room size. And the one thing that really catches my attention is Greg Presticourt has been a global phenomenon, recognized for his works. And as I was researching some of his earlier works, I've seen the value skyrocket. Nicole's gonna join us. Nicole, why don't you come on over? Nicole is an art curator, and she wanted to walk us through some of the details of the piece, but also explain it. I feel like we're the twins today. Look at us. So first of all, we didn't plan this. We both showed up in this blue dress, and I said, well, this is Kismet. This is Kismet. So this is such an unusual opportunity. You as an art curator, I am hoping that you can kind of impart on us. Listen, I get it. This isn't going to be for everybody. And by the way, only one person on the planet can have this piece. So let's start from the beginning. Tell me about the piece and really the whys behind it. I'm going to step to the side. Sure. You pick a side, I'll pick a side, but I want to be able to talk about it and really take in the piece.
Absolutely. So this piece here is depicting the war in Ukraine. This is our freedom fighter. Greg has always been inspired by people who have gone through battle in such a way, and the strife and the struggle, I think, is very relatable to everyone as an artist and as like a human being in general. But this piece describes like the aftermath of the war, as you can see here in the detail. He is an urban expressionist artist who prides himself using deep brushstrokes, using very, very intense patterns of expressionism here, but you can see details.
You know, when I started looking at this piece, you can feel emotion.
Yes.
You can see it in the eyes. As you talk about these breath strokes, this is amazing. Now, the relieffoundation.org is going to benefit from 25% of the proceeds of this piece. As I mentioned before, go to productsearchlive.com and you can register to be a part of the auction. This is a completely different, it's a departure from what we've seen in the show. It's something brand new, but we wanted to bring it to you because at Product Search Live, we are celebrating the journey of entrepreneurs and inventors. We want to open up your mind to some things that are out there, but also give you access. I'm going to walk over here with you for just a second so we're not standing in the way, but Nicole, as an art curator, I want you to walk me through a little bit of the background of Greg as well, because as I look at this from different angles, all of a sudden I see a little bit of city, and then I see other humans. There's almost this awakening, and it comes to life in different areas.
Absolutely. So Greg has been an artist for about 20 years now. He's a PAFA graduate. He's known for his cityscapes, actually.
Okay.
So he, as a Philadelphia native, he's painted a lot of cityscapes. He depicts the times that we are in today. So I would recognize this piece as a unique piece of history.
Yes.
In his art, he's well known throughout the world. He has collectors worldwide. He's been in multiple galleries and shows worldwide.
Right.
He has another one coming up on the 10th in Boston.
Neat.
Which is very exciting for him. And I think that this piece is a unique piece of history that you could just feel the energy coming off of. And it's very important to the cause that we're looking at today.
Well, and the relieffund.org will benefit from 25% of the proceeds of the sale of this painting. How big is this?
This painting is about, I would say, 30 by 60.
Yeah, I mean, it's
fairly large.
It is
I don't
large.
have
I'm
the
thinking like
exacts
9 feet,
on it.
7 feet.
9 feet by 7 feet,
Yeah,
yes.
9 feet by 7 feet if we're going to do that in those dimensions rather than in metrics. So when you start to look at a piece like this is truly a wall size. If you register for the auction, maybe again that's not your thing, but who do you know that may be interested in an art piece? Who do you know that wants to support the relief fund for the war in Ukraine? Yeah, I'm not from Ukraine. I would expect you're probably not.
No.
And then all of us globally have been drawn to this cause. And this is a way to relate to people who've experienced this. And the relieffoundation.org will make sure that the donation funds get to the right people. We're handling all that for you so you don't have to worry about it. But when you look at the artistry and the history that Greg himself has been able to establish, I'm looking at some of his earlier works and I've seen the value of those come up, but I've seen the sentimentality. I love the idea that, oh my goodness, I discovered that cityscape and he's known for cityscapes.
Yes.
But the beautiful determination.
There is. There's a hope there.
There is a hope. That determination, the pride for standing for something, and then the tragedy of what's been going on with a nation. This is an opportunity to not only celebrate hope and patriotism, but also to join together in humanity.
I agree. I think it's a very important piece for that reason. I think that this piece represents so much hope and unity for not just Ukraine, but also for the people that are investing in it. And I think that is the most important part too, is that art is truly an investment for what you're actually interested in deeply inside your soul.
So many of us can't go there. We can't fight, but we can donate by purchasing this piece, which by the way, tonight we are not selling the piece. What we're doing is if you are interested in this one-of-a-kind piece, you can register at Product Search Live. We'll get in touch with you. When the auction happens, you're gonna be first on the list to know about it. And that's the big deal. You know, you talk about Greg traveling all over the world, and if you haven't heard of him, look up Greg Presticourt, and you're gonna see beautiful pieces of a world-renowned artist who came here and was painting this live, really gave us a unique opportunity to showcase it before it got released to everybody, and we're so grateful for that opportunity. But when you look at his history, he's been doing this for years and making an impact.
Oh yeah, Greg has been involved in multiple organizations for the betterment of children. He's done mural arts in Philadelphia. He's done the Boys and Girls Club. He was also involved with the USS boat on the Columbus River.
Oh, neat.
Yeah,
So when you look at this piece, talk to me a little bit about the medium, and this is on a canvas, I see.
Yeah, so Greg paints in oils on canvas mainly. He does also on wood. This piece is just deeply infused with many different mediums. I feel like you can see a little bit of the brushstrokes here.
Yes.
With the fire, and yeah, Greg has been an incredible artist. He drips a lot of his artwork as well. Sometimes in this certain piece, you can see the drippage in the.
Yes. It's iconically Greg Presticourt, and we cannot wait for you to be able to do that. And if you'd like to do that, you can register. Miss Nicole, thank you so much. I'm so grateful you were able to join us today.
Thank you for having me.
If you would like to, you're welcome. Thanks for joining us. This has been a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. Now, we still have a few items available. You can go to productsearch.live to see all of the items in our collection. Oh, now you come talk to me, sir. With another wardrobe change.
Oh, I did?
Had I known, I would have brought all my wardrobe changes. So seriously, did you eat your way through the show?
Oh my God, I have so much energy too.
I know. You know what? This has been a lot of fun. The parent company at Better For You Media has focused on some wellness products. We've also seen some beautiful artistry
fabulous.
and some inventions and entrepreneurs. I love the journey and the passion we are able to share tonight.
Is it hard being so awesome?
I don't know. You tell me.
All right. Well, we wouldn't be here tonight without our sponsors. I want to thank the Polites Flower Shop for making this set look as beautiful as it does. Cozen, how about that surprise with the $15,000 per brand? Did you hear that?
Absolutely. That's
amazing. What a perk to be on this show.
I'm telling you what.
Yeah.
You know, this has been so much fun, but really it's about you. And we hope that you can participate with us again. It's supposed to be this opportunity for us to play together and talk together and learn together. And we can't wait until we see you next time. For now, I'm Albany Irvin.
I'm Peter Groverman.
We'll see you next time on Product Search Live. Bye.
Yo, great work.